One of the highlights of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 is when Paul writes about boasting. Here's some background. Paul is defending his apostleship from the attack of false teachers who apparently are boasting about their speaking ability in comparison to Paul and their supposedly powerful lives and message in comparison to Paul. In summary of his response, Paul says these words in 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 30. If I must boast, I will boast in the things which concern my infirmity. In this verse, Paul is essentially saying that if I really have to boast about my qualifications as an apostle, I'm going to boast not about my strengths and not about my talents and not about my great accomplishments. Rather, I'm going to boast about my infirmities, about my weaknesses, about my struggles, and about the price I've personally paid for the gospel, the good news of Christ. Paul has paid a huge price for his faith. He's been imprisoned, shipwrecked, rejected by his fellow Jews, and he's faced hunger, thirst, sleeplessness, and nakedness. So instead of pridefully boasting about his many accomplishments and strengths, he's humbly boasting about his brokenness, about his weaknesses, and about his suffering, ultimately highlighting God's accomplishments and God's strengths. In reflection, are you and I willing to pay a price for the gospel? Are we willing to suffer hardship, persecution, and rejection? Instead of boasting about our accomplishments, are we instead boasting about God's accomplishments? And instead of boasting about our strengths, are we instead boasting about our weaknesses and about God's strengths? May God give us grace to serve the Lord wholeheartedly, no matter what, and to give Him the glory in all things and for all things. Thanks for listening.